I've always been a big advocate of this simple starting strategy in Bloons TD 6 because it works very, very well. By placing Sada down and then a Druid right after, and getting that Druid to a 1-3-0, you can easily get to round 50, saving up over $31,000 in chimps mode with just these 2 towers. So there's no arguing that this beginning strategy is just great. But now Sada's not always going to be your best choice for a hero depending on what map you're on or depending on what strategy you want to use later on in the game. And in this case, I want to go with the water-based strategy, so I want Admiral Brickle as my hero. Now, unfortunately, she costs way too much just to start with her like our girl Sada does. And if I started with the Druid, although it would be beautiful if it worked, I don't think it's going to be possible to get past even, the first round. We can mess around with targeting and all that kind of stuff, but you're not going to get all the way to the Druid that you need right off the go. Or if you can, should be watching these videos, right? It means you're a professional. So we're just gonna grab a simple dart monkey here and a boat right here on last, because I'm thinking I want a boat strategy later on. But before we get too far, and don't forget to use creator support code Dabloon because it helps out the channel every time you purchase something from the Ninja Kiwi store at no extra cost to you. Now, this video isn't about the starts of maps. That's always going to be dependent on the map that you're doing because they're not all the same. And some of them you need 3 dart monkeys. Some of them you need a dart and a sniper. Some of them you need a boat and a dart. It's all dependent on the map. But I just want to show you how to easily get to your Druid and then how the Druid just makes your life so much simpler once you get it down and you can breathe a little bit. Like in these beginning stages, you're always just kind of clinching. You're like, oh my gosh, am I actually going to get through this? Is one going to slip by? Something could happen. But once you get the beauty of the 1-3-0 Druid, that is not ever a problem. So I think we can make it all the way there just with this. And just when we're about to lose, we grabbed it. There we go. One more for me. There you go. Beautiful. I could have grabbed it a little bit sooner, but I wanted to do it for the dramatic effect of this. But now just that simply, we have our Druid and we can breathe. On round 24, we're going to have some camo. So maybe a sniper would have been a little bit better of a choice in the beginning because we could have put the night vision goggles on and now our camo's good and would have helped us if something slipped by with that Druid. But I just love having the Druid because I can look away from the screen without feeling that we're going to instantly lose. Now, you do want your Brickle as quickly as possible because she is a slow leveler and it's always a good idea to have your hero. But I mean, I just want to feel safe at first, especially on these advanced maps. And after this one, I'm going to show you on Bazaar how great this can be too. Just something that you need so you can always build a base. Now, if you're going for crazy towers like a bottom path or a middle path Dartling, you might need a lot of money. So getting a Druid early on might cost you a couple grand and you might not want to be able to spin that. But in this case, we're going for a pretty cheap boat. And our camo's covered and our lead's covered, which is beautiful. Now, eventually I'll probably open this up over here and get a village, but I do want to be stronger right now. And camo is going to affect us. I think Brickle, her ability allows you to see everything but camo. That's not going to happen anytime soon. So I think what we do is probably get one of these, probably a good idea. I was easily able to save up to the destroyer with my Druid because it just keeps everybody safe. And I have this wasted tower here that's only working on camo. And that's just how cool it is. And then eventually we could probably just get a plutonium reactor, which would help out even more. But I have Brickle, and that was my whole plan, because now we can use Brickle to tear open that mob. And if anything happens to straggle out, guess who's there to get our back? The Druid, who's already getting all the pops in this game, which is just a beautiful thing to see. I thought this thing was 2,700. Did they lower it again? But easily take it out once with the Brickle ability. There we go. And then the Druid will clean up anything that straggles by. And you got this beautiful, easy setup. And the Druid's still going to continue to help with this one. So before you know it, you have your carrier flagship without any problems. Not even so much as anything making it past this point. And it's just so simple. The Druid is king of this game. Just don't forget to change your targeting back to first on your boat, because I was struggling on 63 and I was like, what's going on? And that's why, because he was still on last. Don't make stupid mistakes. But from here on, we can just, I don't know what I want to do. The choices are endless. We can make one of these to get us over there, or I think the village could reach maybe. I doubt it. Oh, reach. That's so awesome. And then an alchemist will just reach here on its own, which is cool. And then I decided to get the sub commander anyway. And I think on 95, this will prove to be like just a broken, easy strategy. And even DDTs can't stop us. Or 98, because once we hit our first ability, we'll just shred through everything like it's our job, which it is. It's our job to destroy balloons, and that's what we're doing right now. We have 25,000. Do we need this for any DDTs? The fortifieds? Can we take them? Can we take them? We can take them. Okay, what about the big guy? Well, we could just drop a bomb because we have Brickle. We chose the best for this little occasion here. And we're going to use our first ability again. And then sure enough, everything's done. But in case you didn't have that ability for whatever reason, you drop, come on, let me play the game. You drop, come on, let me play the game. You drop one of these guys and then you take down it, no problem, because you had a lot of money left. Now, even though that was an advanced map, I don't think they're on the same level. I hate Bazaar. Bazaar is my least favorite map in Bloons TD 6 along with Geared and Flooded Valley. I just can't stand them. I just can't stand them. But we're gonna change it up and make it awesome here because it's just an easy map with, you guessed it, the Druid. The Druid can make this game so easy, and I hope you guys just believe me and try it out if you haven't been already. It's just a good tower to always throw into your arsenal. And depending on what hero you use, like Sada, or in this case, Oben, it might be even easier because what I'm about to show you here too. So I always tend to put everything on the right side just because the even rounds are like the big ones, like round 80, round 60, round 40 is all over here. I like to just see it coming head on. I don't want to fight it over there. So I'm going to put my like beginning lame towers over here so they're not affected later on when I try to place everything over here. Now, again, the beginning is always going to be dependent on the map. And this one I can get by with a couple of darts, which feels pretty good. But the other one we had to use a boat. I think I want this one on strong. Don't hate me. I don't remember everything on this map just because I try to avoid this map at all costs. So can I hit all these greens or are we going to have a straggler? We should be fine. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine here. Now, I'd like to get straight to Oben, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm going to put this beautiful little Druid right there. And then we are going to get Thorn Swarm because I know 10 is tough. If you can get the Oben before 10, you're going to be in a golden spot. But I think what I might have done wrong is I might have placed these in a bad spot. I could have probably put 2 there and 1 there, and it would have been a better way to break them up, but this should be fine. Now, the reason why we're trying to get Oben so quickly is because Oben at level 8 allows all Druids in his radius to get camo revelation, which is really cool. I don't think it's going to come in handy though, because I think by that point we'll already have a village for our other tower, but it doesn't hurt. So we'll put Oben right here, and now we're pretty much good on our own. We're good. And already on round 20, we have our Druid of the Jungle so we can breathe. Now, if you're familiar with this game, you know what we're missing for 24. We need camo. Well, Oben's Bramble pops camo, but the problem with Oben's Bramble is that Oben sucks. Oben sucks with its Bramble. But if we get lucky and we place it right at the beginning of 24, it'll still pop on that side because the game makes no sense. Okay, so we're just gonna love that one. But that won't work on 33. That just won't work. So what we have to do is we have to get a village here and ready for it, because unfortunately we're not gonna have level 8 by 33 just because Bloons. And there's our radar scanner, and now we're safe from everything. These two together can kind of go like Sada and this one too. Like, they're just good. If you pair the Druid with pretty much any power tower, we are good. So there's absolutely no way to beat this right now with what we have. I just wanted to show you that I think it's really cool that we can get $8,500 on chimps on a map that I find way too difficult. And that just leaves you so many options. You can pretty much start any strategy. If you're gonna go with a bottom path sniper, I don't know why you would on this map, or you're gonna go for a boat, which is kind of weird too. But the easiest one, if you are gonna take on this map in particular, I would just throw this guy right there. Give him just a baby little alk buff. And you don't even have to use Oben's Brambles. He can do it on his own, which is beautiful, paired with, guess what, the Druid, who's the best. And just like that, you have Apache Dart Ship, no problems. And then just like that, Apache Prime, also no problems, no abilities needed. Throw in something cool like an Icicle Impale, and you have literally no problems that can arise. Now, I think we might have struggle on, what would it be, 100 with the big old bad? Yeah, still no abilities, $41,000 left. We'll probably take it out on our own. I think we would. But why struggle? If you're on chimps, you want that black border. Why would you even screw around with that? Just throw a couple of these things down and you're golden, right? Is it gonna break open before that? Or I don't think it will, but we can just go like this. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. One more. Let's just take it down. Just finish the game. Get out of here. It doesn't even matter if you don't break it open like instantly. You just fight it this way. Our Icicle Impale is taking it all out. I'm still not using my Oben's abilities because we don't need them. Beautiful stuff, and the Druid gets you there. So it's not showcasing these particular strategies. Don't look too much into what map it is or how it's being played or anything like that. Just look at getting your Druid as quickly as you can so you can breathe. A lot of the times I'm stressed when I'm trying to make a strategy because I'm like, oh, I'm fighting. But that Druid keeps you from fighting. He just lets everything get picked up and you feel a lot better. And if you're still struggling a little bit, don't forget to check out this video where I show you an easy strategy that'll work on so many maps that will make the game super fun and super ridiculously easy.